Looking for a flip over helmet in 2026? Then this video can help you skip a lot of guesswork. We've looked at our 5 best-selling flip over helmets and compared what riders actually say about them after real use. And this list is not sponsored, no paid rankings. Would riders actually choose them again? Let's start with the number 5. Kicking off our list is the Airoh Mathisse 2, a flip over helmet that focuses mainly on practicality and value. With a recommended starting price of €300, this is one of the more accessible helmets in this top 5. The first thing owners often mention is practicality. The Airoh Mathisse 2 feels easy to live with in everyday riding, especially during city use, quick stops and warmer rides. Owners describe it as practical and easy to use, which is exactly what riders want from this type of helmet. Another point owners mention is the quality. For a polycarbonate helmet, the Airoh Mathisse 2 feels surprisingly well put together, especially when you consider its lower starting price. Owners describe it as comfortable, solid and well finished, which helps the helmet feel more secure in everyday use. That said, one practical downside is the visor system. The visor can be a bit difficult to remove, which makes changing it or cleaning it less quick than you might expect. It's not a deal breaker for most riders, especially if you do not swap visors often. At number 4 we have the HJC F100 Carbon, a flip over helmet that focuses on keeping weight down while still feeling secure on the head. With a recommended starting price of €460, it gives riders a carbon shell and modern flip over design at a price that still feels reasonable. The first thing owners mention is the weight. The HJC F100 Carbon feels very light for a flip over helmet, which is exactly what riders expect from a carbon model. That lower weight makes it easier to wear for longer rides, daily commuting or slower city use where heavier helmets can cause neck fatigue. Another point owners mention is a secure fit. The HJC F100 Carbon feels nicely locked in on the head, which gives riders a more confident feeling while riding, making it nice to wear. So even though it is lightweight, it still gives that stable fit you want from a helmet in everyday use. That said, one issue riders mention is rain protection. Some owners report that water can leak through the helmet in wet conditions, especially around the visor area. It does not seem to happen to every rider, but for anyone who often rides in bad weather, it is worth keeping in mind. At number 3 we have the Shark OXO, a flip over helmet that balances everyday usability with a polycarbonate shell. With a recommended starting price of €400, it sits in a competitive price range where riders expect comfort, safety and practicality to come together. The first thing owners often mention is the value for money. The Shark OXO gives riders a lot for its price, and that is one of the main reasons people seem to choose it. It has an integrated sun visor, PJ certification and much more features, resulting in a complete flip over helmet. Another strong point riders appreciate is protection. The Shark OXO has a solid sharp rating, which gives riders extra confidence in the helmet's safety performance. That matters especially for a flip over helmet, because riders want to know the chin section stays secure when it counts. That said, one issue riders often mention is noise. Some owners say the Shark OXO can let in quite a lot of wind noise even when the chin bar is closed and the vents are shut. So while the OXO scores well on value and protection, riders who want a quiet touring helmet may find it less refined in this area. At number 2 we have the Scorpion EXO-Tech Evo Carbon, a helmet that brings together a carbon shell and a strong list of included features. With a recommended starting price of €460, it sits in a very competitive position for riders who want a lighter and more premium helmet without going too far up in pricing. The first thing owners mention is what you get in the box. Scorpion EXO-Tech Evo Carbon comes with useful extras like a pinlock lens and an extra dark smoke visor, which riders see as a strong bonus. That makes the helmet feel like better value straight away, because these are accessories many riders would otherwise have to buy separately. Another point owners like is the fit. The EXO-Tech Evo Carbon feels snug on the head, but in a positive way, giving riders a secure and comfortable feeling while riding. Owners mention that it fits closely without feeling uncomfortable, and even some compare the fit to more expensive helmets. That said, durability is where some riders are a bit less convinced. A few owners mention that the moving parts like the visor system and flip over mechanism can start to feel less solid over time. It is not something every rider reports, but it is worth keeping in mind if you plan to use the helmet heavily for years. And at number 1 we have the LS2 Advant X Carbon, the best selling flip over helmet in this list. With a recommended starting price of €470, it sits close to the Scorpion and HJC, but has clearly become the helmet riders choose most often. The first thing owners mention is visibility. Riders say the LS2 Advant X Carbon gives a wide field of view, which makes the helmet feel more open and easy to use on the road. That is especially useful in city traffic at junctions and during longer rides where good visibility helps the helmet feel less closed in. Another point owners mention is the weight. The LS2 Advant X Carbon feels light on the head, which makes it easier to wear for longer periods. That lower weight helps reduce neck fatigue, resulting in a very comfortable helmet. That said, one issue a few riders mention is the visor sealing. Some owners report that water or wind can make its way in around the visor area, especially in poor weather or at higher speeds. It does not seem to affect every rider, but it is something to keep in mind if you often ride in rain or want a very sealed touring helmet. Alright, and that wraps up our top 5 best-selling flip-over helmets. There's no single best helmet, only the one that fits how you ride. So let us know in the comments, which one would you choose and why? If you want to check availability or current deals, you'll find all these modular helmets at championhelmets.com. If this breakdown helped, leave a like and subscribe for more rider-focused content. Buy smart, ride safe, and we'll see you in the next one.